This is the Crusader Courtyard, the Hospitaller. We actually talked about how they build that place. Then here it is. This is the second video. You can see it. I'm the only one, mainly because of coronavirus. That place was closed from September until yesterday. Then I'm not sure the Israelis actually knows about it, and tourists are not allowed to be in Israel yet. Then the first thing that you need to do is to find a water source. Without water, you cannot survive. Here it is, in front of you. That's the laundry area. And guys, the Crusaders did it by themselves. Man can do that. And that's the water source. Oh, I'm a little bit afraid. Here it is. Let me remind you that. For a courtyard, around it walls and rooms. At the edge of every wall, the meeting between the meeting point of those two walls, you will find a tower, a protecting tower that will be a little bit out of the wall. Now, if you want to see how a room look like, remember this is only one wall, for example. This is the northern part of the courtyard. And we're entering to the north wall of the night. Then later on we will visit it, but look how beautiful it is. Amazing, isn't it? And there's 10 like that, and we are the only one. Shame. Now, when we excavate here, we found those stairs. Doesn't look like a regular stairs. Look at the size of it. 8 people could walk here, and 2 horses could climb up. Why? We didn't know it, and we tried to find a clue from the knight's scripts, and they have a lot. We're still reading it, still finding new things, but we didn't find the reason for those stairs, and we don't know a lot about the rooms themselves. Until we went back to the pilgrims who visit Israel. At that time, as you can see, this is from 1679. Cornelius actually drew it. Here it is. You can see there. You can see it? Yes, you can. And he wrote that the stairs took us to a wonderful and high building of the Crusaders' management. Then here it is. You can see that it's 1, 2, 3, and 4 stories. We don't have anything from that, but now we know that if they build that huge building, then what about the base? I mean, it's heavy, although it's sandstone, which is quite light, I must say. We will enter to that room later on. It's open. Look at that. This is the dining room, refectorium. But look at the size of those columns, pillars. Unbelievable, isn't it? Now you can understand that above it, there's a building of the high commanders, of the Hospitallers. 4 stories above that. And every story is not like a regular story of your houses. As you can see, it's totally different. But now you can understand how big it is. We will go back to that room later on. But I want to show you one more thing before we will continue to the other video. Above us, remember when we reached that area? I'm talking about the 90s. Everything was covered with sand. Above us, remember the prisoner courtyard until we will reach our place. That's where the British hang 12 of the Israelis who were against them, and that was the first prison of the prophet of the Baha'is, Baha'u'llah. Just wait with me, please, and you will see it. Latrine hole, you know, you need to do that too. But that takes you to the 12th and 13th century. Here it is. You can see the toilet seats. But it wasn't like that. I mean, it's tough to sit like that. Look at that. Look at that. That used to cover it. People used to sit together. Here we're talking about only men. But, you know, whatever they did went down, and it's close to the sea, and there's so many tunnels here, and the water, as I believe, took it to back to the sea. Here, there was another lavatory, another toilet seat of the Crusader knights. If we're talking about, let's say, every Crusader knight had 10 people to serve him, from soldiers till servants, then you can understand it if there were 55 Crusaders knights here, then you can understand how many soldiers or servants actually been in that place. No women entered to that place, only men. Crusaders came for Jerusalem. The Hospitallers was another order of the Crusaders. They've been monks, warriors, and they took care of everyone who came to the Holy Land. And one of the things that they built is an hospital, which is here somewhere. I think we know where it is, but we cannot excavate it. It's because it's beneath private houses. And there were more than 2,000 seats in that hospital. Here you can see part of the courtyard of the prisoners. But most of it is gone, because, you know, when you are excavating, you are destroying part of it. Then see you in my next video. Remember, please subscribe my channel. Thank you. Bye.